Name's Christmas. Lloyd Christmas. Well, hello and welcome and welcome and hello and hello and welcome and good morning and welcome and good morning and hello and welcome and welcome and hello. And I would be remiss if I did not welcome you and say hello and welcome. It's un poco mas, guys. TGIF, bitches. It's Friday. Haven't been bringing you a lot of videos. Been extremely busy at work, guys. Hope you've all had a really nice week. There just hasn't been that much going on with the Sofi stock, guys. It's the same old story. You know, the more things change, the more things stay the same. We're at a bit of a higher level, of course. Been pegged around that $8 level all week. Puts and calls are in a bit of a Mexican standoff. Nobody's really winning as far as the options game goes. And then um, volume is bullish. Everything is bullish, guys. I'm going to mansplain this chart to you idiots. I have seen so many fucking morons on YouTube talking about this price and why it's going to drop, and they go back and forth every single day. The stock's crashing, the stock's going up. And it's because they're looking at the chart and they're looking for patterns and they don't understand the relationship between the price action on the chart, which is all they see, and then volume and shorting. The volume and the shorting inform the price action. It tells you what it means. The price stuck at 8 means something totally different if the volume is 20 million shares a day versus the price stuck at 8 at 40 million shares a day. One is bearish, one is bullish, and the options tell that story. And nobody seems to get what the fuck is going on. And that's why I'm telling you, the stock is about to make a move up next week. The Bears are just completely delusional on this one, guys. They have options open interest next week at 5. Heavy open interest. Not gonna happen. Were they looking to push it down on this FUD from the FinRefine? FinRefine FUD is not gonna do it. I cannot even say FinRefine FUD 5 times in a ferocious ferocity of fires. No, guys. Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome and hello. Hello and welcome. Welcome and hello. It's un poco mas on a Friday, guys. Been very, very busy. Want to send a big up to Princess J. Just been very busy. She is a mini mogul in the making. That is also hard to say 5 times fast. Princess J is a mini mogul in the making. Mini mogul in the making. Mini mogul in the making. Always feel welcome. Thank you, Hockey Rink. And you are always welcome, guys. I mean, I'm just trying to get to a point in my life where I'm doing positivity. Positivity. That's it, guys. Don't get down. Don't feel like a victim. Don't say, why are they manipulating? Why isn't the stock going to the moon? Why aren't my rocket ship emojis working? Why can't I maintain an erection for, a normal amount of time? It's either 30 seconds or more than 4 hours, and I got to go to the emergency room. It's not fair. Why can't I just get an erection for like 8 minutes? Something, normal. Buenos dias, Mr. Dealz. Bobby Joe. Oh, go. Bobby Joe scores. Welcome and hello. Buenos dias. Jesus Valenzuela. DannyDealz is the man. Neo. I have a ton of Neo, guys. Just loaded the boat down near 7, Jesus. Good to see you. Have not seen Jesus Valenzuela here before. Welcome and hello, Jesus. Hello and welcome, not a lurker. Hello and welcome. Welcome and hello and welcome. And let me welcome you. And once again, say hello. Hello, guys. Guys, the SoFi stock is poised to move up, and I'm just going to tell you why. I'll show you these options for next week. This is the December 15th, which is next Friday. The calls are kind of, what you would expect, like a lot of open interest at 750, and then it just kind of layers out. 850 is the heaviest. Those are about equal. And then way, way, way too much open interest at 9. Way too much open interest at 10. So, dude, bulls on parade. Bulls on. Dude, I love. Oh, man. If you've never been to a Rage Against the Machine concert, like, oh boy, that's an adrenaline rush like nobody's business. Let's go Dealz. Let's go C-Bar Engineering. What's up? You guys need something engineered. Your life's out of whack. You can't make sense of things. They're falling apart. Hire C-Bar Engineering. He'll get your structural shit up to snuff. And he'll get you certified. That's what you need, guys. You need to go certified. What's up, Harry Toe? So the puts are, I don't know, guys. You tell me. Why are there so many puts at open interest at 5? Notice there's no volume. It's just a circle jerk. Like they're just trying to get out there. Again, no volume whatsoever. There's no volume in these puts till 750 and 8. And that's what's bullish, guys. And if you look at max pain, they're saying max pain is 750 this week. So when the price action is significantly above max pain, it basically means option buyers are either winning or at least it's a standoff. Option sellers are generally bearish. The puts are losing. Like basically, that's what's happening. And if you look at the volume, put call volume, it's very high. It's usually calls are usually way, way further up. So while $8 calls aren't printing, $8 puts aren't printing. That's why they kept trying to push it down under like 783, because that's their break-even point, and they're not making money. So you can see again, max pain, what's going on. You can see it on a cash basis right here. It zeroes out at 750, but you can see the weight is actually much more toward $7. So really option sellers and the put folks and the bears and the shorts are really having a tough time this week. And you may ask yourself, why can't they push it down? Like, why can't they control the stock like they were, say, in September? Because I'm going to compare something on the chart shortly that looks very much the same now and in September. And that was at the top of the channel. We're now above the channel. That was below the 50-day moving average. Now we're holding above the 50-day moving average. So there, and volume is like double, if not more. So it's a completely different situation. But if you were just looking at the price action on the chart, you would see the same pattern and you would think it's the same thing, but it's absolutely not. And I'm talking about FUD, guys. I'm just giving you an example of why analysts matter and how they affect things. Even the FUD spreading turds who have no credibility. You don't even know who they are. You don't have to know who they are. And these are the headlines that come across. Perennial investment advisors dumped SoFi. If you actually look at this, they sold 14,000 shares. So, I mean, guys, that's not even a fraction of my position. So it's like, how big of a deal is that? I mean, but it gets on the headline. And then this is what I want to talk about on the wire. ETF Daily News, Report, all these wires. SoFi receives 878 consensus target from analysts. And they just send this across the wire over and over. And that's why this bullshit matters. And that's why I think Ortex is wise to just delete the bologna sandwich and his evil minion, the Chia Pet. Like they don't even count these idiots in their analysts' actions. Like they don't even list them. Like there's Ashwin, that's the last rating, and then the consensus is 950. Notice not 878. So more credible sites that more professional, profound profundity users such as myself, DannyDealz, Hurricane Lopez, Stock, Karen, the entire team over here at Strong Arm Trading use, they don't even count the bologna sandwich or the Chia Pet. They ignore those pasty douchebags. They say, if you're going to work a second job utilizing your 5-head as a drive-in movie screen to show disaster preparedness videos to lily white high school kids throughout the Midwest through the holiday season, you're not going, oh my God, I just dropped my monitor. Holy shit. You're not going to be able to focus on your duties as an analyst. See, I need C-Bar engineering. That's what I need. I see him there. Can you engineer me a monitor stand that my big, clunky Madden turkey hands doesn't knock over every few minutes? Who's here, guys? Matt Flo. We'll close. Yeah, Matt, I was going to say it might step up to 875. And I'll chart that out for you because I am the Shartmaster, guys. I can tell you right where the stock's going to go, and then I need a fresh pair of shorts, if you know what I mean. It's not good being the Shartmaster. Danny Warbucks, you got it. Let's go, guys. What do we got going? I haven't even checked the price action. Yeah, it's inching up. Of course, the algo's holding it at 801. They can really kill this volume, guys. I mean, if you look at the volume pattern they want, It's what I call a shallow bull pattern. There's some volume descending here, and then throughout the day, it's just flat like glass. They cannot achieve that pattern anymore. It doesn't work. They need to be this to be the daily volume, 21, 22 million shares. And they're not getting there. It's at least 30 million every day. They killed the volume. It's just they basically what happens is they just tell their colleagues, hey, I know this would be illegal and it could never happen. Maybe they send a smoke signal. Maybe it's a wink and a nudge. Nudge, wink, nudge. Here's your mom. But hey, what's up, guys? Don't know who's here. Harry Toe, what's going on? Of course, I checked in with C-Bar, Jacob Raber. Um, yeah, Jacob Raber. What's up, man? So guys, I forget what I was talking about, but basically the volume is so critical. And if you look at the volume the last couple days, it hasn't been anything near what they've. Look at this one, 68 million shares. That was the hammer candle, 45. It dipped all the way down to 30, then 51, then 30 again, and the volume is not going under 30, and the price is not going much below 8 because 785, Aunt Kathy's coming to the party and she's just going to buy 100,000 shares. So it doesn't work. If institutions are coming in and buying the dips, the whole short, long bullshit cover with long shares. And guys, that can work both ways. I really don't think a lot of people understand how these short, long hedge funds operate. It's not just that they can cover a short position with the long shares. And I know naked shorting is illegal and people would never do anything illegal. But what about intraday if they need to kill a rally, if they need to kill options? What if they're short long and they dump their long shares on the market and they buy back after hours? Is anybody there to arrest them, slap handcuffs on them, put them in a paddy wagon? I don't think so. That would mean they're naked short intraday or even interday. Is anybody checking? Is anybody already? There's tons of naked shorting off the books. Don't be naive, guys. How do they hold the price here? How is that possible? Retail's not dumping here. Everybody's waiting for the ER. They're killing a lot of call options. I mean, we can look at this week's calls and we just see it. There's too many dump skis. And of course, my computer's taking a shit on me. Ugh. Why do I buy the all-in-one? C-Bar Engineering, talk to me, brother. Why do I buy the all-in-one? It's because I'm a lazy, fat turd. And I don't want to build me a tower system. Liquid cooled. I want C-Bar Engineering to build me a PC that fits inside like a beer fridge. It's just some type of mainframe that can sustain multiple streams, keep up with my psychosis. That's the type of engineering I need. Welcome and hello to people just joining me. Welcome and hello, and welcome. And let me say welcome and hello. And I would be remiss if I did not say hello and welcome and hello. Thank you for joining me, guys. It's un poco mas. You basic bitches. My name is DannyDealz for Hurricane Lopez and Stock Karen. We would like to say bienvenidos a todos. A welcome and hello, and welcome and hello. Hola. What's up, Beach Boy? Philip Brown. Good to see you, Philip. Yeah, guys, I've been so busy working. Princess J is opening new businesses, just killing it, just kicking ass, and I'm trying to, support her as much as she supports me. What a I know she's not watching the stream, but Princess J, if you go ahead and watch this later, which I know you won't, I love you very much. For the rest of you, Kareem, thanks for joining us. Eric Landis, Yo DD, finally caught the live show. Best content on the World Wide Web. Guys, this is the first channel where you get, un poco más. You get a little bit more. A lot of channels give you too much. Most channels give you nothing or too little. I give you just enough where you can handle it. I don't overload you with DannyDealz. It's not like I'm coming to you like in person and you're just going to go completely insane and need a straight jacket. I'm like, hey, can you have the missus make another espresso? And you're like, no, we have to go now. We have people coming over. People coming over? You're just trying to get rid of me. Like, yes, we are. We've called the police. All right. Hurricane, let's get out of here. It's like Hurricane Lopez is made up. They're all you. I'm like, Hey guys, what's going on? Hello and welcome. Sorry, I've had too many espressos. I'm very tired. I did not get much sleep several nights this week, but got a lot of sleep last night because I was just absolutely exhausted. I was actually Santa Claus last night. Was a hoot and a holler. The 10x. I'm still not under my wash time. I sold a lot of shares up near 70 cents. I could buy those shares back overseas, but I'm not going to on a live stream. I'm not going to say I use overseas accounts to avoid the wash rule in the United States because that would probably be a violation of some kind of federal law. So I would never do that, but if I did buy shares back, I would have done so on a foreign exchange to avoid the wash rule and avoid any type of detection. But I didn't do that because that's not cool, and I would never do anything to evade even a penny of taxes. DannyDealz pays all his taxes, and you can pass that on to your local, state, or federal government. Just send them a quick email and say, by the way, apropos of nothing, DannyDealz pays all his taxes. And just kind of throw that out there to your different levels of government, any authorities you may come in contact with. If you get pulled over for speeding while you're texting, just go, by the way, officer, I know this doesn't really relate to this citation you're issuing me, but if you know Un Poco Mas on YouTube, DannyDealz, yes, you're a viewer? Oh, wonderful. Me too. DannyDealz actually pays all of his taxes to both federal, state, and local authorities, including sales taxes, excise taxes, upsize taxes, additional overcharges. And he's like, I know he does. I know DannyDealz. He follows all the rules. He doesn't trade stocks overseas. All right, guys. Enough. Yeah, guys, just whoever you come in contact with who may know of me, don't ask them if they have a warrant. Don't ask them if they have a subpoena. Don't ask them if they want you to testify in front of a congressional ethics committee. Don't throw DannyDealz under the bus. Just say, listen, DannyDealz declares everything and he pays all his taxes, and that's all I know. Full stop. I'm out. Okay, I'd appreciate it, guys. I appreciate your support. Roll Tide, what's up, Billy Jack? Billy Jack's awesome. Dude, I love the South. God, it's so beautiful down there. So we were down there. Where were we? All through the Carolinas, and I think we were in Georgia. And oh my God, it's just. I mean, I love the beach and I love where I am, but man, that is just the greenery, the lushness, the thick forests. You just don't get that on the West Coast. We have more pine forest, but those southern areas where you just get the vines and you just get the foliage, however the hell you say that. It's just like you can't even see like 2 feet in front of you because it's just so damn green. And then you go down these causeways and there's just they've just cut this causeway or highway through this forest. And why are all the fucking beaches private? Like you go in, you go to some guard shack. Everything's private out there. Everybody owns the beaches and their little islands. You can't go anywhere. Driving around like a fat idiot from California in a rental car, getting stopped by pear-shaped private rangers. Like, you can't come down here. This is the Smithfield Sanctuary. This is only private. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, so I don't know. I didn't out in California. You can't own the coast. You can't own the beach. But I guess in down south, you can. So interesting. You learn different new things. I don't know. I don't. Yeah, the snakes from the trees. I don't really know what I'm talking about, guys. Again, I'm a bit tired. Sofi Stock is. I was gonna actually show you something on the chart. I remember now. So we're at 803. We're pushing up 22 million shares. I want to show you the difference because a lot of people have been pointing this out. Some of my sort of investor group buddies who analyze these charts, if you look at these like 7 days from September 7th through September 15th, and then you look at these days from December 1st through now basically, this looks very, very similar. You see that it starts to curl over. You see this one red candle. It would have been the 13th of September here, and this would have been the 6th of December. The difference, guys, is the volume. Look at what we're seeing over here. Now, trust me, I've gone back. These are 16 million shares volume. Where do you see that? The market makers shut the market down. That's what they do. They and you can just say it. In my opinion, they collude with the trading desks and they stop all the volume on the stock. Okay? Why, when they want to stop this rally and hammer this thing, and keep it below the 50-day moving average, where does all the volume go? 15 million shares. Now look at this recently, guys. 68 million shares on this breakthrough through the 50-day shattered the 50-day moving average. We've now been a week above this 50-day moving average, and usually they pull it right back down. They can't do that. Look at these levels I looked at. We crashed through this level, which was right around the Turdish 778, I think I had called that. And this next one we're trying to get through is basically 817. This is, we're going up, guys. Whether, Matt Flow says 850, I think we're going to be 875 next week. I don't think there's any real resistance until 913. We should easily go through this level here. I mean, this was been all bullshit since this channel, these sell-offs, it's been shorting. You can see the short increase. But why is this so different? Look at these candles carefully, guys. Look at this candle right here. You see this huge red candle and this huge red bar, and you think this is a bearish candle, but it isn't. The fact that they get this to close at 790 and the previous day this closed at 798 is meaningless. It looks bad on the chart if you don't look at the volume and if you don't actually look at the candle and you don't look at, these are both engulfed. These are both green candles engulfed by this candle. That does not happen on the previous day. Also, this is 16 million shares on the previous day, 51 million shares. And almost all of those shares traded up here, above this candle. So you have to go look into the candle. You can't just go, oh, it's over. The rally's over. You have to look at the volume. You have to look intraday. You have to look at how those shares trade, and you have to look at how much shorting was happening. Okay? That's what people on YouTube never do. They just look at this and they go, oh, the rally's over. It's going to pull back down below the 50-day. Absolutely not. Absolutely foolish. If you look at this point over here where it did this last time, this candle is not all above this candle. It has no tail up here. This is a bearish candle, guys. This is a bearish candle vis-a-vis this candle. It's completely below this. And then these candles are extremely bearish. What's the difference with this and this? Again, the volume is absolutely minuscule. It starts to pick up here, and then they drop the hammer on it again. Low volume. They push the stock back down. Then volume picks up as they short. It should. Yeah, 29, 38. Because they're just crushing the stock. Retail's not selling down here. We've broken out of the channel now, I think pretty convincingly. We're out of this channel now 4 days. We're well above the 50-day moving average, and they're not able to pull it back down. And believe me, they're trying. They want those 8 puts to print, believe me. And they have to get this stock below 783, and they can't do it because retail is just not going to sell below 10. False float. These shares are not for sale from my cold, dead hand. What are shorts up to? What is their plan? What are they trying to do here? I don't understand it. Management just told us that the net profit is happening this quarter and every quarter henceforth. Henceforth. And you have folks like the Chia Pet and the Bologna Sandwich, the 5-head. Their criticisms are such minutia. They're so insignificant that you're like, okay, even if what you're saying is true, how does that get us from other analysts being between 11 and 15 and you being at 3 or 4? Some minor issue on a tiny loan sale that might involve a tiny loss, a couple $1,000,000. It's the same as this FINRA FUD fine. Okay, SoFi and 4 other companies were fined a total of 2.6 million. I believe that was between all 4 companies. Because over a period of years, I read the news, I can't remember exactly, but from like 2018 to 2021, they loaned out people's shares and they didn't give them the proper amount of the money. They didn't give them enough of the money as they were supposed to. Okay, that's not good. That's dishonest. I'm not sure this was intentional because this was a total of $8 million in revenue across 4 companies across like 3 years. So for each company, it might have been an average of $2 million revenue across several years. So we're talking about less than $1 million a year. And the fine was very, very small, which might indicate that this was not like an egregious offense. But of course, the headlines will splash and everybody will go, oh my God, SoFi's in trouble. The other FUD that was centered around was the exit from crypto, as if this was a negative. I think this is they're operating from a position of strength and they're saying, we don't want to fight with the feds. We plan to be a giant financial institution in the future. You have folks like Jamie Dimon coming out and saying we should outlaw all crypto, kill all crypto. Why does SoFi need to fight that fight? It's an insignificant part of their business. It's going to get them in trouble with regulators. It's going to get them, looked at with a sconced eye from the federal government. Why do we need that fight? Guys, growth stocks are really going crazy today. The sharts are holding SoFi down. The volume has really been killed here right now. It's got very, very flat. And this is where I think the collusion, the manipulation gets very, very real. Yeah, not a lurker. You're right. I got to go reload my tap water. But let's get you turds a check of the live short interest. Well, I can still talk. Before this frog rabbit in my throat becomes a raging tempest, and I'm just like, you guys gonna believe what happened? Sofi Stock so much the better future. Oh my God. Sorry guys, TMA. No, I'm not actually constipated, but that's just how my voice gets. God, look at this. Okay, so instantly, guys, this reading. Look at what's happening. Okay, this is the same thing. Yesterday, it's going along, it's flat, and then overnight they borrowed 650,000 shares. Today, they're returning shares. Looks like they're returning 1.7 million shares, and then boom, instantly. Now they're borrowing. So whatever this data came in over, from 1745 to 1800 Mountain Time, I guess that is Greenwich Mean Time, maybe. I don't know who uses Greenwich Mean Time. But anyway, guys, so now 2 million shares difference. So just a massive short here in this last period of time. Is that reflected in the chart? Yes, they're starting to push down because they see the stock going up. Volume is being killed, but the stock's still going to get to at least 30 million shares, I would predict today, guys. The shorts have no play, guys. They were shorting the stock in the high 6s. These most recent bag holder shorts in the 7s. They're still buying these puts aggressively for the 5s. I don't know what they're expecting to happen. This reminds me of that Putz who was on Twitter doing like a 17-part expose takedown, and like, why don't you step in here and have a seat, Anthony Noto? Just come in and have a seat. They're like taking SoFi, but SoFi's losing $9 billion cash. I'm like, nope. Nothing you're saying is factual. It's just a bunch of FUD strung together with a lot of tweets. A lot of these intellectual so-and-sos on Twitter or X, they feel that if they do like a 17-part tweet that like dumb people can't follow, it's just gonna like, you're going to accept their premises, their premise, you're going to accept their thing because it's like, part 18, SoFi loses $10 billion in cash. You're like, that's not reality. Like, if you actually kind of go back and dissect all the tweets, it's just a bunch of FUD and idiocy and made up bullshit. But because the guy's rich and the guy's being amplified by important people are like, oh, this is my buddy. He's short SoFi. SoFi's worth $3. Like, so what if the guy's your buddy? What he's saying doesn't make any fucking sense. Don't people look at this stuff and see what's going on and see the short for what it is and see the fundamentals for what they are, and then see the upticks in guidance and EBITDA guidance and the fact that we're making a profit this quarter and they just told us that's going to happen and the quarter is almost over already. So LaPointe is going to know that for sure. Wouldn't he be hedging his bets? Wouldn't he be equivocating if there was any chance they weren't going to make a gap net profit? And again, that's why they're not taking adjustments this quarter. That's why they took the huge adjustment, the huge write down last quarter, because they promised this quarter and they're setting everything up for that. And that's going to be a huge moment in the stock. And it's like they're telling us not only that, but Q1, the stock is going to make a profit also. And Q2 and Q3 and Q4, the company's going to make a net profit. So it's not like they're just loading everything up for Q4 and then Q1 things are going to fall apart again. Au contraire, mon frere. That's not how this thing's going to go. This company is going to continue to make more and more money each quarter, and institutions are going to come in, and the stock price is going to go up, and shorts are going to get let go. And that's just what it is, because there's nothing in this company's ecosystem, there's nothing in their DNA that's going to put them out of business. They're taking the little weaknesses like crypto that can be, a chink in the armor, a point of attack, the Achilles heel, the turd in the punch bowl, and they're getting rid of that. They're saying, we're bigger than this. We're better than this. We have huge plans, and you FUD spreading turds are not going to derail our train. And folks, I'm not one to toot my own horn, but beep, beep, wasn't that fun when you were a kid? Get truckers to pull that horn. Oh, truckers love that stuff. Probably couldn't do that anymore because the EPA will fine you. That's a violation of EPA regs. Plus, you're not even running an electric truck. You're running diesel. Oh my God. C-Bar Engineering, can you make an electric truck that's effective and cost effective? I think if C-Bar Engineering took over Nikola, took over this Tesla semi, we'd have this thing on the road. We wouldn't be all choking on smoke. But because there's too many turds like Milton, running these companies, just stealing all the cash, and their brother's supposed to be the lead engineer, and he's a pool cleaner. How does that work? Can't we get what's Elon's brother, Scooter Musk or Billy Musk, Billy Beer? I don't know what I can't remember the guy's name, but he always has him in his companies too, like just doing nothing, collecting like a couple $100 million a year in stock. Oh yes, Numbo. It's $10 end of year all day. It should be $10 right now. These idiots just borrowed 70 million shares. I mean, based on what, Numbo? You're number one. I might, God bless, but absolutely. I think $10 end of year. I think $10.50 going into the ER. I think $13.75 not too long after the ER. Guys, I'm exhausted. I did not really make any cognizant points this entire broadcast. Guys, if you look at recent news, there's a lot of FUD. This is what some morons in the media, they talk about signal versus noise. They might be fat liver spotted fools, but it's just a funny concept. Signal versus noise. FUD versus fact. You see all these, problems. Oh my God, they're exiting crypto. Should investors like you be worried? Like they never say in these headlines that it's like none of their business and that it's actually a positive thing. 3 stocks to buy for 2024. But then look at this actual headline. Sharp increase in SoFi's short interest leads to surge in days to cover ratio. That is signal, not noise. That is an important data point because that can lead to a slow short squeeze. Okay, I know this stock is not going to short squeeze and go up, 20% in a day and stuff like that, but 2%, 3% a day for a sustained period of time is definitely very possible. Yes, I think $10 end of the year. Yes, I think $13.75 after that gap net profit. Yes, I think institutional investors over Q1 will go up over that 50% mark. And over the course of the year, we'll probably approach that 60% mark because Q2, Q3, they're going to prove it to even the most conservative of pension fund investors, institutional investors, hedge funds that want to be long the stock long term. Why isn't Vanguard going to take advantage? Why isn't BlackRock going to take advantage? They believe in this company for decades. It's quite clear. They're not sure. They have a ton of long shares. Yeah, some of these companies like Schwab and, these others that, have a few million shares, yes, they might be short, but you're not going to short with 40 million, 70 million. You might hedge, but you're not really trying to attack the stock. You're long the stock, and more people are going to be long the stock. As you guys probably know, a lot of institutions do not buy stocks that are losing money on a gap basis. They wait for gap profitability. And that's what I think we're seeing with SoFi. And I think they're going to come in. I think some investors are going to come in this month, next month, ahead of the announcement, because the writing's on the wall, guys. Again, Noto and LaPointe would be hedging. They would be equivocating. If there was even a 5% chance they weren't going to make that gap net profit. I think the chance they don't make the gap net profit is now 2 to 3% tops. What do you guys think? I haven't looked at any of your comments. Tap water time. Yeah, guys, I'm going to go get some water. I'm actually going to end this stream because it's stupid. Christy Fernando, I was thinking it'd be in the 20s. Yeah, no, not going to happen, Christy. Excuse me, guys. XL Fleet. Guys, I'm going to go grab some water. I'm going to wrap this thing up, but you turds, what do you turds want to look at? You turds want to look at the chart. You turds want to look at this thing. You turds watch this thing or go do something else, and I'll come back. I'll read your comments. I'll wrap this thing up. I got to get a sip of water. I'm totally tired and dehydrated and stupid. I'll be right back. Well, welcome and hello and goodbye and see you shortly. And welcome and hello. It's un poco mas, turds. If you have any sense, go outside and do something else. If you want to wait, what's up, Deals Doggy? Hey, Oprah's Wet Cave. I'll be right back, guys. Hey, turds, I'm back. So all of you left. No, guys, volume is still kind of goofy, but 22.6 on the day. Bullish would be 33 or more. Bearish would be under 28. Neutral, I'd say 29 to 33. Anything over 35 is quite bullish because the algo has a hard time holding on. You notice this part that would normally be flat, there's a lot of variance. There's a lot of orders on the way up, the way down. There's a lot of orders here. And then, but from about 12:15 to now, volume has gotten very flat. Algo's locked on. And you can see that they're trying to trade the stock sideways, probably at $7.96 or something like that, but the stock is still going up because orders are coming in, and I think there's a little more volume than they'd like to see. Coming into 11 a.m., the stock could rally. They could step on it. It's very hard to say. I'm not one to make predictions. You guys know that. I'm not one to just make unfounded off-the-cuff predictions, but I think the stock is going to close strong today. I don't think any retail is dumping. I don't really think they want to short. They normally settle all these things after hours, and I guess there's longs who want to get out, and they kind of fix the price after hours and divvy up their shorts. But at a certain point, guys, you have to pay the piper. At a certain point, you can't play any more games with it. You can't exchange shares. You have to, if you're short the stock, you have to want to short the stock into the ER. You have to cover. I mean, the market makers have a lot of tricks. They have a lot of ways to mask what they're doing. They can short with puts. They can short actually with borrowed shares. They can short versus their own long shares. They can go naked short and sell their long shares. There's all kinds of things they can do. But at the end of the day, things have to add up, and you have to cover and you have to settle. Yeah, you can delay, you can mask, you can obfuscate, you can throw a bunch of turds on the wall, but at the end of the day, guys, the bears were wrong. The shorts were wrong. If you look at the setup going into the last ER, they expected extremely bad numbers on student loans. They expected extremely high defaults on personal loans, and they got neither. And they expected weakness with Galileo, and they did not get that. Nothing they were talking about. Look at what people like the Chia Pet, look at what these pathetic turds are resorting to. Look at the criticisms. They read like, boilerplate legal statements at the end of an ER, and they use that for a criticism in their research note. Research note? What did you scratch your balls and put your pinky up your butt, and that was your research? Oh, SoFi is going to have to borrow money by the end of the year. Like, what the fuck are you guys talking about, dude? And I say, when you walk into work and you have real calls on real companies, and then you go to SoFi, $3. Okay, so the whole company is worth next year's sales with outstanding margins and growth. because they have to share some potential losses on a tiny gain of sale loan package? How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? MMT. No, I don't know that story. Andrew Obrecht has retracted his message. Eventual Japan punishes shorts. Yeah, it might be. It might be for a long time because remember, Noto's incentive is to get the stock to like 25. Noto's not here for a good time. It's here for a long time, and then a good time in a long time. I think I've said before, I think Noto wants to be with the company 5 or 6 years, and then he's going to get that stock price up. He's going to get the company humming, making money, possibly paying a dividend by the end of the decade, and then he's going to cash out with like $1 billion or whatever. And, so am I. I'm going to sell my shares for $9 billion and I'm going to start building, rocket ships to compensate for various shortcomings. I'm just going to make a rocket ship company. I'm going to be like the DannyDealz rocket company. We're going to Mars because I'm dating, younger women. I have a small wiener. No, I'm not saying any of those tech guys, have small wieners. Let's see, guys. Danny at the beach, always chilly. Yeah, there's a strong breeze, guys, coming up off the ocean. Um, Actually coming out of my faux office complex. It's a little bit drafty in here. So anyway, guys, plus when I wash my hair, I have this stupid man bun. It stays wet for like 4 or 5 days. So you guys keep retracting your messages. What the hell's going on with you guys? Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this live stream. I haven't said anything of consequence the entire time. It's been basically a bunch of drivel. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Michael Hamilton, thanks for all you do, Danny. Yep, I think the profit's going to be more than 1 cent, frankly. I think it's going to be like 3 cents. I think they're really got rid of all the baggage, got rid of all the expenses. I think they're going to dial in a nice little profit here. I don't think they were planning on, I think they can plan, I think they dialed this thing in, and I don't think they cut it that close. I think if it's 1 cent, that would be like their fail safe, everything went wrong kind of thing. I think we're looking at like 3 cents. Yes, that will give us a base PE. It will, because contribution. We have to see what is the stock. It'll be very close, Michael. We have to see what is the stock-based compensation. Are there any small write-downs? Nothing of consequence, Air Force. You know what I mean? Like nothing is of consequence. The only thing that matters: Noto, LaPointe, staying the course, gap net profit, margins, continue to see direct deposit. Bank deposits fund the loans. Tangible book value funds the loans. The loans make the money. Interest rates will come back down. Student loans will take off. Mortgage loans will take off. The flywheel will start spinning. Everyone's going to start refinancing student loans when interest rates come down, and that will happen. It will take a while, but it will happen. Discover's getting out of the business. Apple can't stay in any fintech business. Those turds don't know what to do. Tim Cook can come at me with sensible glasses and his gray hair, and he can say, well, we like to take care of. But the bottom line is, you're building, phones in China with slave labor, and you can't compete with SoFi. Goldman cracks. Their DJs off DJ, their CEOs off DJing festivals, and their business sucks. All their retail business sucks. Nobody can do what SoFi does, and Discover is weak. They pay more than SoFi on savings. They're weak. Okay, American Express Savings Bank, weak sauce turds. SoFi is operating from a position of strength. They're taking market share from everybody. Their margins are getting better and better. They're guiding upward, and the shorts can keep attacking the stock. I mean, they can keep attacking the stock, but it ain't working. Look at it. It ain't working. Your puts aren't printing. Yeah, you can kill some calls, but a lot of smart retail investors, like the guys on my channel, they're selling those calls. Like they're selling, a lot of these calls are covered calls, and retail is making money and retail's losing money. But the market makers, when they attacked this stock from 740 before the ER, they sure as hell didn't want it $8 right now. They wanted it $6, and they lost. The turds lose, Mr. Lebowski. The turds lose. So, guys, I don't know. Way better than Kyle's stock goat. I love Kyle. I'm not going to talk any smack about Style the stock goat. In fact, he was one of the guys that actually got me to make this channel, because I was like, he's just a normal guy. He runs a pressure washing business, but I love his videos, man. Through some of the darkest days with SoFi, like Kyle was there. He actually understands the fundamentals of the company quite well, because you don't have to make it super, super complicated. Yeah, I'm not in love with 10x right now, but I think if you just are able to be patient, somebody will buy that company and you'll be rewarded. It might take a while. I love Neo at these levels. My biggest holding, as I've told people, is Microsoft. I wouldn't buy it right now. I've had just an incredible run over the years with that stock, but I think it's overbought. Um, if you're talking, I like natural gas pipeline companies. I like a lot of Warren Buffett stocks. There's a lot of different stocks that I like in terms of penny stocks. There's many. I own so many penny stocks. I'm working on a video series called Penny Stock Roundup where I'm going to go over, probably my top 5 penny stocks every week. I just haven't even had time to make SoFi videos. So yes, there's many stocks I like. I own a ton of stocks. I don't even keep count, but I probably own like at least over 100 individual stocks. So yes, there's many stocks I like. SoFi's my largest speculative holding, but it's not even my largest holding by any means. I still hold a lot of Tesla. I still hold a lot of Microsoft. I hold a lot of Google. I rode Facebook up from like nothing to 300. I got out of that turd, but I love all sorts of stocks. Why do I just cover and harp on the SoFi stock? I just believe it's just been a whipping post for market makers, and they've just singled this stock out to destroy for no good reason. And I like an underdog, and I like trying to defend somebody who's being bullied. I mean, and I realize my show has absolutely no impact on anything, and my few shares that I own have no impact on anything, but quite frankly, I like to talk about this stock because I believe it's misunderstood, maligned, attacked, shorted, and I think it's a good company. I don't think there's any scam here. And I don't think SPACs are necessarily a scam. Like, SPACs are one way to go public. It may not be ideal, but, not every SPAC is bad. And that stink is finally starting to wear off. And consistent gap net profits, everyone will forget about the fact that SoFi was a SPAC. Nobody will care. What's going on, guys? Kathy Woods first started buying Tesla. Yeah, so I was buying with her almost. Yeah, I bought Tesla pretty early too. And I actually knew about Kathy Wood back before anybody had heard of her. And she actually knows Noto too. Great premise, reason to cover SoFi. Thank you. Yeah, it's like Microsoft, like Bill Gates needs my defense, But SoFi, I think it's like Noto doesn't really defend the company because he really can't the way he'd like to. I think Noto would like to pull out a knife and shank a motherfucker, quite frankly. You can hear the anger in his sort of calm monotone a little bit when he says, like, I don't know what they're talking about. Like, it's like the facts are the facts. And it's like, he wants to shank a bitch, but he can't, so I'm just trying to shank a bitch. I mean, if somebody has a 5 head, like a fucking drive-in movie theater, and they're going to come out and just throw a $4 price target on the stock for no reason, no discernible reason, they should have to defend that call. Or sites like Ortex can do the sensible thing and just ignore those dog shit, 5-headed, beak, turd, pasty, white, douchebag, dishonest fucking turd analysts. And with all due respect, guys, pardon my French, but I mean, those guys are just, I feel bad for people who sell based on the FUD. I don't. I know what these analysts are. I know who pays them. I know who signs their fucking paychecks. I know they're short long. I know they're fucking short long. I know it. You don't think I know it, but I know it. You don't think I know it, but I know it. And I don't care. You push this stock down to 775, I'm going to buy. Aunt Kathy's going to buy. Vanguard's going to go. That's why it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. That's why they can't push it down. They can't even get it back in the range. They can't even get it back down near the 50-day moving average because they're weak. These guys are the Fredos of shorts. All the smart shorts are done. They covered down at 5. These bag-holding douchebags that are still here, they have no plan. Look at these candles. They can't even push these candles down below this candle. They can't even regain this line. They can't come anywhere near the 50-day moving average. We're breaking through the 100-day moving average as we speak. You weak sauce turds. What's up, not a lurker? 2,000 subscribers. Oh my God. I don't need that many. I have enough of you turds already. I can barely take care of the turds I have. I can barely feed all you turds. I don't have that many ideas. This whole live stream, I haven't even said anything even remotely coherent. And yet 80 of you psychos are still watching. Casual Soze, Kaiser Soze, or Casual Soze. LOL, I cannot read those characters. So if anybody can read, I think that's Japanese. I might be wrong. Sorry if I am, but I cannot tell, and plus my eyes are bad, and the print on my monitor that I just smashed earlier because C-Bar Engineering did not come over and earthquake retrofit my stuff. I said, C-Bar, get over here. Retrofit my stuff. I'm clumsy. I have ham hands. Help me. Screw everything down. Super glue me to my chair. He said, I can't. I'm doing paid work. I'm busy. I'm important. He said, you're a fat turd. And I said, okay, C-Bar, you don't have to get personal. I love you, buddy. You don't have to go there. You don't have to make it about my pear shape. And plus, guys, I've lost weight. Trying to get under 300. It's not easy. It's fucking not easy, especially when you like a good burger. I asked Dr. Bob to explain turkey burgers to me. The man's a doctor. He couldn't even explain it. What's impossible meat? Impossible? What's wrong with a good old hamburger? I'm willing to eat a turkey burger if you go double-aged cheddar, you go thick-cut applewood smoked bacon, and you throw some short rib on there. I'm willing to entertain the idea of a turkey burger. Under those conditions and under no other conditions. We're stuck at 8 because of options, down due. We are stuck at 8 because of options, and they're killing calls. There's a ton of calls. Max Payne is closer to 7 this week. 7. Max Payne is 7. Benji, you got my number, buddy. Get that cast iron skillet warmed up and give old DannyDealz the address. I'll be over there for a double bacon cheddar turkey burger with short rib and or an extra additional beef patty on top. Pile it up. Why am I not losing weight? I wonder, because I'm hungry and I'm fantasizing about a triple turkey bacon burger. A little avocado on there, even some sprouts. I'm not opposed to sprouts. And I do not want mayo on that burger. I will negotiate possible Thousand Island, but give me some mustard. I don't need a burger with bacon and all kinds of fat and patties in it dripping with mayo. It's like Princess J says, like, Americans, you eat all this mayo on everything, you bunch of fat turds. And I say, sweetie, take it easy. She goes, I still love you. And I say, okay. I am a fat turd, so you got my number on that one, honey. As long as we understand each other. Um, Call it Beyond Meat. Yep, the shit sandwich is taken. That's leave it to a southerner, an intelligent southerner such as Billy Jack to kind of call it like it is. Guys, this is 10x is still a hold, absolutely. Alberto, that drug is worth a ton of money. You have to research levosamendan, as I have, in extreme detail. I've spoken to doctors, pharmaceutical researchers. I've talked via email to people that used to work for Orion in Scandinavia. This drug has been approved throughout the world for HPEF for many, many years, and it's been used, it's been proven safe and effective. That's why the FDA agreed to not do any long-term cardiac study. They're going to approve the drug. The only thing holding it back is money, and that's it. And the drug is worth at least $1 billion. They have patents through 2040. Yes, hold your shit. Do not dump shares in the 20s, please. And for the rest of you, do not buy 10x. Do not buy any penny stocks ever. And if you want to watch my show, Penny Stock Roundup, which I'll be starting soon, you want to buy a bunch of idiotic asinine penny stocks, please watch that show. But for those of you that are here, that have common sense, that buy SoFi, do not buy 10x, do not buy penny stocks, do not hold them, do not look at them. Don't even fucking think about it, because you're too stupid and you're going to lose your money. You have to understand how those things work. And you have to be willing to buy a stock at 60 cents and watch it go down to 15 cents and then 10x your position and not even blink. That's what I do, because I have bankroll and I make fucking strong moves and I take down short long hedge funds, and I'm willing to go to court and do different things that most investors are not willing to do. And I'm not saying it's DannyDealz who sues these short long hedge funds and holds them accountable in federal court, but maybe it's my lawyers that do that. I don't know. Anyway, I like toying with short long hedge funds, and when they create these extreme dips, I like to buy just all the shares and piss them the fuck off. And they know who I am. Fuck you guys. Armpit Capital. Fuck you guys. You know where to find me. My lawyers better than your lawyers. Fuck you guys. Okay? And I know you watch my show, motherfucker. Yeah. DNA. Guys, I can't. I'll look at it, but guys, I can't do it right now. I have a bunch of big dog work to do. I have to get off this live stream. SoFi again, still inching up. $8.04, $8.05. Volume, still low, but a little bit of variance there. Some orders coming in. Um, yeah, Texarkana, Arkansas. I bet, man. I bet you guys have some great food down there. I love me some guys. My dream is to open a barbecue restaurant, and when I get that done, you guys are all invited in. I do pulled pork. I do my own barbecue sauce. I'm like a Southerner at heart, dude. I'm a big fat disheveled guy. I should have been born down south. I'd be running a string of like 10 barbecue restaurants and just living the dream, wearing overalls, doing where everybody has man boobs and it's acceptable. I live in can you imagine the type of mental fortitude it takes to walk around a beach community where everyone has abs and I'm just eating triple turkey bacon burgers? You know, it's not easy living with man boobs, guys. It's tough, but I'm working out. I'm working really hard. I can do like almost 20 push-ups again. Hey, you know how hard it is to do 20 real push-ups when you weigh 300 pounds? Fuck you guys. Size discrimination. I'm going to be the Rosa Parks of size discrimination. It's not the back of the bus. It's not the front of the bus. It's that I don't fit in the fucking bus seat in the first place. And I've had it. Um, Totally, Benji. No, there's man boobs everywhere. There's big fat turds wherever you go, even in beautiful beachside communities. I know. I numbo. I've done personal trainers. I've done all that. I used to power lift, man. I just just was always a big dude. Just eat too much. When I Corey, yeah, it's dude. Try it. I mean, 300 is like if I cut off a leg. So I'm just a big guy. Yeah, I use a smoker too, guys. I have numerous smokers. Yeah, David, I do enjoy salads, but I like to load them up with like chicken fingers and about half a gallon of ranch dressing, maybe 400 croutons. I'm just a big fat idiot, David. It's just kind of the way it is. I have accepted it, but I got a diet because I want to live. I love Princess J, and I want to live long, long time. And I'm doing my best, guys, but it's not easy. It's not easy being a player out in these streets. It's not, I don't hate the player. I don't hate the game. I ate the game, and the game was a big freaking double bacon burger, and I eat way too many of those. And so, guys, with that, not even talking about SoFi, I don't even really care because I'm not selling anyway, and these fucking weasel shorts can do whatever they want, but I'm not selling my shares down here. Not at all. You can get my shares from my cold dead hand and Armistice Capital, you can S a D because I'm gonna buy your dips and I'm gonna beat you. And if I have to, I'll sue your ass. And I don't really care. You suck. Um, yeah, I play a lot of tennis, Numbo, and I do a lot of walking. I'm an extremely active big man. I just had my blood pressure used to be high. I used to drink and stuff, and I've been on actually a health kick for quite a number of years. And now my blood pressure is just on the low side of normal. Just had a fit. And I actually shock my doctor and the nurses because they're like double checking all my readings and my tests. They're like, everything looks great. And then he's looking at me. He's like looking at my tests, like everything looks great. I'm like, how does this make any sense? It does, but I'm swear to God, I'm one of the healthiest big men you could ever find. But anyway, guys, this is not a health show. This is not a show about size discrimination. This is a show called Poco Mas. It's the SoFi stock. We're looking at a bit of an uptick here, guys. It's 11 a.m. like I told you a few minutes ago. This is when the stock normally rallies. We're seeing things. Let's see. It's not kicking up though. The volume is not kicking up. Just 1,000 shares a tick. We need to see 3,000, 4,000 shares a tick, and then we can rally. But the shorts are not digging in, even with low volume. They're not biting. They just don't want the $8 calls to print. They've given up on the $8 puts, and they've basically waved the white flag on those puts. So yeah, thanks, Not a Lurker. Yeah, I'm trying to get healthy, man. I'm just like I said, I was a huge baby. I was always a huge guy. It's not like, oh, I stopped being active, I gained weight. I've actually lost weight to get to this point, if you can believe it. Jesus, what a big fat fuck we're dealing with here. That's what a lot of you are thinking, but no. Guys, I'm just want to be as healthy as possible, and I'm not one of these love yourself if you're big fat guy. Get out there and work, whatever it is. I don't care if you're overweight. I don't care if your finances aren't where they should be. I don't care if your relationship, whatever it is, guys, it's work. It's intention. It's doing the hard work. There are no shortcuts. There are no easy answers in life, guys. You have to do the work. And that's it. And you make your own decisions and you're a big boy and you're held accountable. I don't want the government outlawing fried foods because I'm a big fat idiot. I want to make my own decisions. Frankly, I don't even think the government should outlaw things like smoking and that. I think it should be frowned upon and discouraged. And I think there should be healthy incentives, but I just don't want the fucking people telling me what to do all the time. You know? If I want a burger, I want a burger. It's just how I roll. Except when Princess J tells me I do what she tells me, and I'm gonna start doing more of that because she is not only beautiful but wise and amazing beyond anyone's wildest dreams, especially this big fat turd. Love you, Princess J. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel. I agree with you. I think we could hit 10 this month, Alberto, but definitely next month. Definitely next month. I don't know if that's Princess J hearting me. I hope it is. Love you, baby. If that's you, guys, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Be safe. Be happy. Don't worry about your stocks. Remember, they will be here to torment you again next week. So just enjoy yourselves. Enjoy outside. Get off the fucking internet. I might make a few videos. Do not watch them. Do not like or subscribe. If anything, put a thumbs down and put a comment that says, get your fat ass outside and walk and play some tennis and enjoy your beautiful girlfriend and enjoy the beach and enjoy your life. So if I make any videos this weekend, chastise me. Tell me to shut up. Tell me you're not going to watch. Tell me you're going to go outside and do some paddle boarding. Play some tennis. Play frisbee golf if you're a Birkenstock looking turd. I don't care. Play some frisbee golf. I'll endorse frisbee golf. Why not? I enjoyed it as a youth. I'll admit that. Guys, have a great weekend. Peace. I'm out of here. It's un poco mas, like you didn't know.